Foreign Affairs and Immigration Minister, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, says if people choose to work in the foreign ministry or the public service at large, money can't be their motivation. He says the Bahamas will never have the money or the power of other larger countries, but it has a voice on the international stage which it can use through venues like the United Nations to protect the interests of citizens. Mitchell, who was addressing students at the University of the Bahamas Monday night on the topic, "So you want to be a foreign minister," says people serving in the ministry must never forget the people who they represent.
If your voice is all you have, then you must use your voice. You can't prevent someone who has more power than you from exercising power. You cannot do that. But what you can do is to exercise the moral choices of your own voice. And that is an important lesson to remember. And try not to get suckered into the kind of lifestyle that you live. It's something that I've tried to say to Foreign Service officers. This is home. Your tour of duty is 3 years, and at the end of 3 years, you got to come back home.
Now, the minister says he's driven by that responsibility to protect the Bahamas, noting that while the United States is the country's closest ally, it's also powerful and does everything in its own interest. He says when the Bahamas began establishing diplomatic ties with Cuba, many Bahamians were worried about what the U.S. reaction would be. He says while both countries may have similar interests, they're not the same.
Broadly speaking, on most things, we agree. But on various other things, we don't agree. And we ought to be not afraid to express that. And so I said, take it from me. When the United States has decided that it's going to switch its policy, and the Cubans and themselves are great friends again, I assure you that the United States is not going to look around and say, I wonder what the Bahamas is going to think about this. They're going to just act. And what did they do last year? Did anyone check with us? They just decide we're friends again.